Hi everyone, this is Kay here. Welcome back, and today we're going to do our February page for the 2022 collage challenge hosted by Julie and Leigh. And the last video I showed you how I did my masterboard, which is here, and it's still drying because I'm filming this film straight after that one. And so for the challenge we had some prompts each for a whole heap of topics, and Julie threw a dice, and whatever the number came up was what came up for the challenge. So for the challenge for February, we're doing shabby chic, story time, green or teal, textured, person, dots and dashes, square, rectangle, and if you couldn't find any of those things, just swap it out with some paper. So I was sort of came this at the right time really, because I actually ordered these books from Amazon, and they came really quickly. So this is one of them, Vintage Victorian. So I took some images out of there, which is a shabby chic collection. So I took some images from that, and that like I said, that's been made by Creative Studio, and they had a number of books, and I got another Victorian book as well as a garden one. And a while ago I also bought these Minte books. I've got quite a few selection of those. I've got windows, doors, and a whole heap of other ones, but this one is the shabby book, so I took some images from that as well for today. So today I thought that I would just use triangles, so I die cut a few triangles and just cut a few triangles from some green paper that I had. And then I don't know if you can see, I put it through an embossing folder to give it some texture, with some dots for that one and for that one there. And then I just, like I said, I just cut some rectangles out for some paper. I also had this from the shabby Minte book for a frame, so I thought perhaps I could use that in some way. There's more green paper. And then for story time I had this image from a Beatrice Potter book about Flopsy Bunny. So I thought, and that's green, and I thought that worked well with green as well as story time, so I took that out and cut that. And then from the Victorian shabby book I got this woman here with because I thought she would work well with the greens, with a lovely green bow here and some green in her flowers there, so I thought she was really lovely. And for more shabbiness I got some lace. Thank you very much Julie for her giveaway, because I thought that tone would work in well with the other tones of the woman and the picture of Mrs. Flopsy Bunny. Then I've got just some other elements to add to the picture, some greenery, some roses that fit in with her flowers, even though her flowers, I reckon these ones here are chrysanthemums. I'm not too sure what are in her hat, can't really determine that. And some more greenery, maybe a butterfly that comes from the shabby book as well, from the Minte shabby book, and some buttons from the shabby book as well. And then I didn't know whether I wanted to use Mrs. Flopsy Bunny under her picture as well, so we knew who it was. And I think that's everything except for the dots and dashes, and I'm gonna do that as I finish collaging. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a play to see how I think things would go. I'm gonna put some of these things in the background because I think they work better that way. Put that there like that, and I thought that perhaps she could sort of be, I was going to put her in the frame, and then I don't know if you can't see her lovely dress, and so just don't think that works, because even if you come down a bit, this doesn't work. So I thought perhaps we could put the frame behind her, so she's like she's in front of a frame like that. I just still want to sort of see the green here from that piece of paper here, so we just move that over a little bit and put that there like that. Oh, there's a little, is that a bird or a frog? Something there on the wall, that's very cute. So to add, oh that's right, I need to have her there, I think, on top of on the edge of the green. Then to sort of add to the shabbiness, I thought we could put some lace. So I'll cut up some lengths of lace. So just put that there on the edge there, like that, to add to the shabbiness. Maybe need to put her like that, perhaps. She's looking down at Mrs. Flopsy Bunny, I think. Maybe not. Alright, and then to sort of complement the flowers in her hands, I'm going to do a little bit of a flower cluster here with some leaves. Some more leaves. These are all from the Minté books. This one's a Flora. These ones come from the Flora book of Minté. There's a number of them. I've got a couple of them because I got them for card making and things like that. So that can go like that. I think that works. Just to add more to the shabbiness, maybe a bit of lace here. When I learned how to do card making, it was all sort of like to go in threes, so I've got another bit of lace here. I don't know whether I want this one or not. Whether it goes, or whether it's too cluttered, don't know. I've also got some more green textured paper here, whether that needs to go or whether that makes it too busy. I think that makes it too busy. And I've got some buttons for the shabbiness as well. I can just go there, fixing the lace, putting the lace on the picture. Maybe just have the one button. Let's have a look. That goes perhaps there. I want a third button, working in threes. I'm not sure. Don't know if another one goes or whether just sort of just to add it, pop it down there for a minute. And do I need the butterfly? Again, this is from the Shabby the Shabby book. From the Minté Shabby book. I don't think I like that one. And do I need the words? Mrs. Flopsy Bunny. Maybe. And the prompts could go just up here. I might cut that a bit more to sort of make it a bit smaller. Got this from a pack of these, but from a pad of these, different. It's from a company called My Creative Studio, which is in Canada. And I subscribed for 2 months and got some really nice things. So this is the one I mean. It's got dots and dashes. It's got some lines as well. So I just got 2 months worth because you have to pay up front, and 2 months was enough. Okay, so we're going to put that down because that was at the bottom. Hopefully I'll remember how it goes back. Okay, there. I've got this paper was just some scrap paper that I had because I'm a card maker as well, and have those. seems a shame to cover up that picture on the back, doesn't it, really? But I thought that picture went really well with this when I was just looking around for something to do with story time. I thought that worked really, really well. Because it was green. Okay, now that... I bet I've got this too far over now. So we're going to put... Perhaps I should have done that first. I need to put that over a bit more. Okay, that's fine. So tomorrow I'm having my hair cut. Can't wait because it's been driving me nuts because of all this hot, horrible weather that we're having in Adelaide. We're just not normal. I'm not a big fan of hot, humid weather. I believe you get used to it because my eldest daughter was in Katherine for a few years with her work and in the Northern Territory. And she said you got used to it after a while. I just need to put her over that way, over just a bit more. That's better. I bet you that's nothing like what I had beforehand. You're saying, Kay, you're doing it all wrong. That's not how you had it before. Don't remember. Just don't remember. So it was good that my eldest daughter was in Katherine before because we went up there to see her for about 5 days and flew to Darwin from Adelaide, and this was a good number of years ago now, and hired a car and drove to Katherine, which if anybody knows, distances in Australia are just quite far, so if you're going to go somewhere you just have to drive a long way, and so we drove from Darwin to Katherine, and I can't remember how long it took. 4 hours, 5 hours. It took a good length of time. And it was just fascinating because I've not really been to the Northern Territory before, and as you were driving along, you could see these huge termite mounds. They look like little stone pillars because they're quite tall and quite solid looking. So we actually stopped to have a close look at one, and it's just really intriguing that these little creatures can make such a quite a solid structure for their home, and they were everywhere. It was just really interesting. And then Katherine itself was really, really lovely. The Katherine Gorge is just beautiful. The Katherine River goes through it, and they've got some lovely Aboriginal work that we could stop and see, and it's just really lovely. We can't swim in the Katherine River because of the crocodiles. It's like lots of places in the Northern Territory you can't swim because of the crocodiles. People still don't really pay much attention to that though, and end up in a either very injured or unfortunately die. There are signs everywhere, but sometimes people don't always necessarily follow the signs. They think, oh yes, I'll be alright. And they're not. Do I want that there? No, I don't think I do. It sort of looks odd, Kay. It looks odd. Maybe you should put it on the bottom of that. No. Don't want that there either, come to think of it now. Just needs to be under a bit further, I think, just to, so you can't see the top, just for balance sake. And I need to cut that corner off to fit it down. Oops. Sticking to my fingers now, there's glue everywhere. Right, so glue again, glue down. Glue this down. Okay, and the buttons. I think I definitely need a button there, I think, to sort of look like it's joined together with a button. Don't want buttons anywhere else. I did have a button up here, just for decoration, I think. So that's my 3, and with the laces 5 things, so I think that's sort of okay. It's always good to work in odd numbers because it's more pleasing to the eye. Okay, dots and dashes. Oh, do I want to have green ones? Oh, I've got a funny green though. All these watercolours here. Which colour? Green. Let's have a look on the back of that. It's too bright. That's too dark. It's too bright. What about this green here? That's probably too bright as well. Don't think I've got a teal. So, what colour is that one? Grey. Oh, hang on. What's this colour? Green tea. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, some dots. Okay, so I think we're going to do some dots around the flower. It's not working out to be very dotty like because of the brush pen is sort of not really letting me. Maybe I need to chop off the end a little bit. A few this side. Can we interpret these as rough dots, do you think? Not very dot-like. And some dots up here. Maybe around the button. Just not very dot-like to my liking. Sorry if that was in the way. Yep, that works. Do I want any more? Maybe here. Let's do 3 there. What about another colour? Maybe yellow. For some dashes, maybe. Don't have too many, so perhaps just around the. That's a better. It's a shame I didn't have that one in the colour I wanted. My daughter won these ones. My youngster won these in a raffle, so she said, "Do you want them, Mum?" I said, "Yes, please." And the other ones, the artisan ones, I've got in a giveaway from somebody who lives in England. It was so lovely of her. Okay, I think I don't want to overdo it with the dashes because I think the dots might be enough. It just doesn't look quite finished though. Maybe just a couple of dashes there. Alright, just a couple, that's 4, it's not enough, it has to be 5. Alright, what do you think? So some shabby chic things. We've got lace buttons, and the frame is shabby chic, and the woman herself is from a shabby chic Victorian book. Story time. This is Flopsy Bunny. Green, lots of green, different colour greens. A textured paper. This one here is embossed. The person, the woman is a person. Dots here, and some dashes. You know, I suppose you can do either or. Lots of rectangles that I used. And the swap says paper, and I actually did use paper as part of my collage anyway. So I think that's all for today, and I hope to see you next month. And please press the thumbs up button and make a comment if you like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.